Uh, good luck. Let the best man win. Deal with this fast ass team again.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Tonight, the second of our two divisional games on this Saturday. It's the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from the Superdome. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Throwing right away on the game's first play. Right away, they're coming after it, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Yaya Diaby into drop him on the very first play of this divisional round. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. The first carry here for Devon Achane. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on first down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up third and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
On third down, they'll go with Achane. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fires up to start the game. It's fourth down.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far. You're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that 41-yard line.
She said whack ass game and you about to lose? Wow. The disrespect.
On the ground, this is Henry Miller. Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. He'll swing this out to Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run straight ahead with Miller. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
At the 46-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's shut. Brought in by Chris Olave. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of
A gain there of 27 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On 1st and 10, it's Miller. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That is caught. What a throw. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Saints.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But like the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job on the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Forward. They'll start on the ground. It's Etienne. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost the yards there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
McMillan, the man in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Etienne, and he'll get about 4 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Left side, it's complete. 15 yards through the air. It's a Carolina first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. They've done a nice job spreading be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Chuck. Going for it all. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
Third and 9. To throw is Shuck. He'll complete that to the rookie from Auburn.
It's a gain of 7.
His first grab in this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks. Like, you force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Given 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. To the air is Shuck. Pass taken in by Miller. He's going to have a first down and forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
On 2nd down, it's Shuck. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for runs. It is a must-pass situation. And this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the game.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will score. Teteroa McMillan. Touchdown, Panthers. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. Panthers are on the board. It's 10-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. On play action, it's Shuck. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
They have a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Throwing is Shuck. You look middle here, and there's Olave. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
At the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Now Shuck. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
7-yard line.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass. I mean, it's such a long down and distance. They have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
First and 10.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
And he'll take it on in. Chris Olave. Touchdown Saints. He is shot in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. It's on. Sit up. Ready. Finish it up. Sit up. Here's Jackson. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Finish up. Hey, report. 180. Finish up. 180. Finish up. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Hey! What? 180. Nice up. Hey! From the shotgun, here's Jackson. They'll go right back to McMillan, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's his 3rd On the carry, it's Achan. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 15 more on that one. They're on the move. It's a first down.
You know the best time to pick up first downs is on first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
A first down throw for Jackson. That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down, Panthers.
On the handoff, this is AJ. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be second down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Second and 7. Jackson looking to throw. On the run to the right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up.
Wait, what happened? Nah, Tori, you could have hiked the ball. That shit, man. Yeah. I don't know why I did that. You could have hiked it. That shit don't even bother me no more, bro. You can hike it. I mean, I don't hike it either, but yeah, sir, I don't even get mad when niggas do that, bro. Oh, you knocked it out. Good shit. Nigga did that to me in college the last game I played. Boy, my niggas are scrambling. That nigga hiked the ball so fast. JD, I'm talking about, nigga, I don't know what happened. My corners were switching sides. That nigga threw that go route so fast.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
On first down, Shuck. Now a screen set up for Miller. Good hustle by the defense. He beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. Saints going to use their second timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Second and 11. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. He'll let one go. Down the middle. Inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 81 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to
Kickoff's coming their way. Austin now to return this. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Pistol formation with Jackson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Devon Achane, the ball carrier. The tackle made on the 24-yard line. A gain of 5.
So, we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. We are back at it with the 3rd quarter. Good coverage by the kicking team. Out of bounds, shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And he'll get this as the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's shot. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback.
Oh, man, not the QB.
Bring up a 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 65 yards. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he will get into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. His kick is good. Saints will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Panthers 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. Now a hit, And he lost the football. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Miller. And he's in. Hendry Miller. Touchdown 6.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Oh, shit.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints tack on one more to their lead.
Panthers 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That one out wide to Achane. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a 1st down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way. But here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
2nd down, Jackson. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
You know, it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. So hard to get a shot on Jackson. Gets himself up there after picking up the 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it'll be 2nd down. Jackson now. Looking underneath for Achane. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Hey!
begin from the gun on third down. That's taken in by Achane.
Jackson's pass.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll try it now with Achane. To the pylon, he's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Carolina.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the fourth quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on fourth down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
His kick is good. Makes the score Saints 38, Panthers 17.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
There go three tight ends here on first and 10. We'll start the drive with Miller. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Second and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
It's third and 4. From the gun, it's shot. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
A run, and it's Achane. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's Yaya Diaby with the tackle. And it's third down and 9. Throwing Jackson. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, Poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50.
At their own 17-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now, faking the give. Now, he'll just pitch this one out there.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man. That's Olave. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 22 yards.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
1 quarter remains for a trip to the
48-yard line.
NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 4. Fourth quarter begins on the ground with Swift. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just to a
49-yard line.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. And the shotgun, here's Jackson. On the move left. Now he'll run it. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. And ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connors. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
The Saints take over first and
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3. At their
Here's a second and 3
48-yard
forthcoming. Now Pollard. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Again, it's Pollard. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
35-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down. It's actually a really nice play there defensively, Mike, and initially I thought that penetration was going to bring him down in the backfield and bring up fourth down, but somehow, nice job by the back, angling his way forward. I think he's going to get this first down by about the length of the football.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Second and 10. At the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the
Well, this play, Mike, is clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On third down, here's Swift.
Ray Swift, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now.
Field goal.
This one from 49.
49-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's going to be
once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. See if he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second down and 8.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Third and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
GG's.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Boy, now play this nigga John Thomas. Why not? Oh, you babysitting. I'm about to conquer.